Part of an employee table is shown below. Each employee is paid a salary in dollars. Write a data manipulation language statement to return the first name, last name, and salary of all employees that are paid more than $17,500. In this question, we need to write an SQL statement which will follow the outline of this question. In this case, they've used the keyword return, which means display, which means we need to use a select statement. Again, we'll follow the three-step process for writing a select statement. First, identifying the output columns, then identifying any filtering rules, and lastly, identifying any sorting. Starting off, we'll look for which columns are shown in the output. We'll start by writing the select keyword. On the same line as select, we need to write a list of columns, of which will be shown in the output. Let's read the question to figure out which columns will be shown. The question asks us to return the first name, last name, and salary of all employees. These correlate to the columns first name, last name, and salary within our employee table. So we'll write down these three columns within this line. These three columns come from the table employee, so we'll write from, and we'll write the table name employee. Next, we need to determine which filtering rules will be applied to the select statement. The question asks us to return the first name, last name, and salary of all employees that are paid more than $17,500. This doesn't mention any specific column name. But if we look at the data within the table, we can figure out that the only column containing numbers is the salary column. Using the salary column in our where clause makes sense, since a salary is when an employee is paid. So we'll write down where, and the condition will now be formed from salary and 17,500. We want to show all employees that are paid more than this value, so we'll use the greater than sign. Let's write down salary greater than 17,500. Make sure you leave out the $sign since we are comparing two numbers. Lastly, we want to figure out if the questions asked us to sort the data. In this case, there is no mention of sorting, so we can leave that out. Make sure to add a semicolon at the end of your select statement, and that is this question complete.